Hey guys, it's Mitch here. Welcome back to a new video. Today I wanted to share with you guys all the different ways I go about finding new photography locations. This video is sponsored by Skillshare, and I've been a member of Skillshare for around 2 years now, and they've really helped me up my game in terms of my photography, filmmaking, and web design skills. So when they reached out to sponsor this video, I was really excited. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers thousands of inspiring classes for creatives on topics including illustration, design, and most importantly, photography and video creation. Stay tuned to the end of this video for a special offer for my subscribers from Skillshare. Earlier this week, I had the opportunity to travel to Sydney to work on a few video ideas and also meet up with some friends. I had a plan to meet up with my friend TK, who is an amazing landscape and travel photographer and also happens to live in the city. So we set about planning a sunrise mission to capture some photos together. When it came to finding locations, we had plenty of options, but we finally settled on a place called Diamond Bay, which is just east of the city. It has beautiful clifftop views, and I thought it would be perfect for sunrise. But it sometimes can be challenging to find new photography locations, especially if you're not familiar with the place that you're traveling to. Going through the process of planning that shoot really inspired me to share with you guys some of my tips on finding photography locations, whether it's in your own city or a new place that you're traveling to. And I also got the opportunity to ask TK about some of his top tips when it comes to finding photography locations. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Just got to our sunrise location this morning. Not much of a sunrise I don't think we're gonna get. It's pretty overcast. Yeah, we might get a little bit of sun, but at this stage, yeah, it's pretty overcast. My first tip, and probably the most obvious one, Google Maps and Google Earth are absolutely your best friend when it comes to finding photo locations. One way I like to use Google Maps is to go to the location you're traveling to and click on the yellow figure in the bottom right corner. This will bring up a bunch of blue circles on the map. These circles are called photospheres. They are essentially 360-degree photos taken by tourists in these locations. And you'd be surprised how many lesser known locations actually have a ton of photospheres uploaded to Google Maps. This not only gives you a good idea of what the location actually looks like, but you can sort of visualize how far each photography location is from one another, and also suss out exact vantage points where photos can be taken from. In my opinion, this is one of the best ways to visualize the photo location because you get that 360-degree view. You can really see where the landmarks are in relation to one another. I've also used photospheres to kind of estimate what the lighting conditions are going to be like on the day. If you use the little compass in the bottom right-hand corner, you can set it to north, and then you can kind of get an idea, because the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, of where the sun is going to be throughout the day. I reckon walk down there, don't fall.
Down this way?
Yeah. My next tip, one that's super powerful, is using Instagram location tags. Some photographers use location tags on their photos when they post them to Instagram. This is a good way to know the approximate location of a photo, but it won't tell you the full story or the exact point at which that photo was taken from. Once you have a general idea of the area in which the photo was taken, you can use a combination of Google Photospheres and Google Earth to work backwards to find the exact location of that photo. Alright, so we got TK North with us, who is an amazing travel photographer. Dude, tell me, how do you find your photography locations?
For me, I guess I save a lot on Instagram, so I'll save some posts. What's it called when you save posts? Like on a folder?
Right.
Yeah, it's like a folder. You save it for location, so I'll look those up. Blog posts as well, so depending on the spot, I might look up best, like for here, like best cliff photography spot, Sydney, whatever, and then jump over to Google Maps and do a bit of searching if you need to. Jump on satellites and find where you want to shoot, where the sun's going to be.
TK's also got a YouTube channel. I'll leave his link in the description below. Make sure you go and check it out.
Come say hi.
When scouting, I like to use an app on my phone called Lumos. It gives you an augmented reality picture of where the sun will be in the sky at any given time of the day. I went to our shoot location for our sunrise mission the next morning just to check the best time for sunrise, how long we should stay there for according to the sun, and also if there was proper access to the cliff area. So that's a quick little hack to make sure that you know what the lighting is going to look like on the day of the shoot. If your location is Japan, some Google search terms you can use are Japan landscape, Japan photography, Japan views. If you're after a more moody or grungy look to the photos, you could use keywords like Japan abandoned or Japan old buildings. Usually when you click on an image in Google Images, you'll get a title as well as a description. Other photos from that location might pop up, and you should be able to get a fair understanding of where that location might be, or at least the name of the location so you can do further Googling. When it comes to local spots in my own city, I'm always on the lookout for potential locations. If I find one, I'll pull over, open up Google Maps, and I'll screenshot the location to save it for later. When I get out of the car, I make some notes about the location, so whether it was the lighting, the background, the particular colors, whatever it was that caught my eye, I'll make sure I write it down. If you can, take a picture just using your phone. I know it's hard sometimes if you're driving, but if you're walking or cycling, it's definitely worth it to grab out the camera, take a quick photo so that way you don't forget about it. When looking for locations in the city, I try to find colors that match my photography style. You guys might have noticed it, but I do really like light pastel colors. So that's mostly what I'm looking for when I'm driving around. My final tip is don't be too afraid to ask other photographers for locations, especially if you know they've been there before. For example, I was traveling to the Dolomites in the north of Italy for the first time back in 2018, and I had no idea where these beautiful locations were. I was able to find a few through Google Maps, photospheres, and location tags on Instagram, but there was one particular spot that I was absolutely stoked on, but I had no idea how to find it. So I reached out to Julia Gartner, who is an amazing photographer who actually grew up in the area, and I asked her about this location, and she was actually kind enough to help me find it. So it just goes to show, if you're polite and you reach out to other photographers, there is a chance that they will help you out. Obviously, you are going to get photographers who prefer to keep their locations a secret, and I totally understand why they do that. I think you just have to be respectful of their decision to do so. Make sure you ask nicely and be respectful of other photographers when reaching out. Do you want to wrap it up here? Go get some brekkie?
Yeah, I think it's time for a coffee.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Thanks again to the sponsor of this video, Skillshare. One class I really love on Skillshare is by a talented creator called Sin Lagos, where she teaches you how to use color, contrast, and scale to tell stories through your images. I just finished this class and it really challenged me to think differently about my work and to really focus in on the story that I'm trying to tell through my photos. I'm also teaming up with Skillshare to give away 2 free months of Skillshare Premium to the first 1,000 subscribers who click the link at the top of the description. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, leave a like down below if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next video.